Walkies, Bobby. Whee! I've lost him. She mountain goating.
You're so farted as she jumped out.
No, you can't climb up there.
Oh, why did you do it on top? Oh my gosh, Roxy. No
What can you
sense of danger.
smell? I think there's been a pheasant afoot.
Or a rabbit.
Or a rabbit. Crisscross sniffing. No, that's someone's field, you can't go in there. No, you're not allowed. You're not allowed in there, there's horses in there. You won't like those. Good morning. You're so beautiful. Rambo. Is that your name or is that just the label? So cute. Roxy. Come here, honey. No, it's a pheasant. She climbed up there because she smelt something and the pheasant went flying, and then there was like what, like a 5-second break, and then she suddenly started yelping for her life. It's okay.
Okay, you can let her off the lead now.
We wouldn't see her for 2 hours if we did. Look at that wiggle. Myself dressed and ready for the day, and I've brought down my little drawer of wrapping and ribbon, and then we have our pile of Christmas presents, and I am a chronic late Christmas shopper and wrapper. I want to change that next year because it does make me sad that everyone always, I haven't even switched the Christmas tree, I need to switch that on. Everyone always has Christmas presents under their tree for December, and I never do because I always buy Christmas presents in December and then wrap them when I finish work, which I would really like to change that. Because I feel like it might get me in the festive spirit if I do my shopping and wrapping a bit earlier, because I know that that's part of the joy of Christmas. So yeah, I've left it really late, but at least it means that we have the presents under the tree. Hopefully I'll get most of these done this weekend. We'll have them under the tree for the days before Christmas. But yeah, I really would like to change that next year because it feels like a lovely part of Christmas to have the presents sitting there. But I'm just going to get as much as I can done before we have to leave, because we're going at 12 to the Old Forge for our Christmas work do. And Alex's dad has now arrived in St Ives, so that's lovely. Hopefully we'll see him at some point today. I think he's going out for a fancy fish dinner. What's it called? One fish, one street, one One Fish Street, I think it's called. Yeah, looking forward to today. Feels like, even though I'm still working because I'm still doing Vlogmas, it does feel like it's kind of signed off now because there's nothing like serious or I don't have to really do anything else apart from this, which is nice. But yeah, let's get on with wrapping. And thankfully we did have some wrapping paper from last year that I think Alex bought right at the end because we had run out. I usually do save the like brown paper from any packages. This year I forgot to do that, but we have this kind of wrapping paper that I think Alex got for his presents, which has got like little drawings of reindeer and Father Christmas and stuff. Nearly hit myself in the face, and Santa Claus. And then we've got a whole box of ribbons. And actually, where are the ribbons that I bought? Because I did buy, I need to find those because I really want to use that ribbon. I think it might be next door. The question is, what movie do I watch whilst I wrap? I want to watch an old one. Maybe we watched Wonka. White Christmas. I love Sky for this. We've got Sky Cinema and I love that you can just like do the search command and then they the movie's there usually. Not always. If it's not, I'll watch it on maybe Netflix or Amazon, but look, ready to watch. Miraculous. And I've moved the ottoman out so that I can lay everything out all over the floor. Angel on the Christmas cushion. Yes.
Benny's got a job in Alaska. He's been out of the country for 3 months. Oh, Willie,
Yes, you little cutie boy. Here we have the last outfit of Vlogmas. I feel like I did not do my outfits well enough this Vlogmas, but I've got my vintage jacket that you got with me when I went shopping in my I Gain the Weight Back series, and I have been loving this coat. It's so comfy. And then I've got my vintage cardigan with, I think it's an Organic Basics, really old, it's like 5 years old, turtleneck, my trusty M&S baggy trousers, and then Vivea. They're kind of like Ugg boots, but the reason I got these is they're vegan, because Ugg boots aren't vegan, so they're really lovely, fluffy boots, and I bet they still do them, or something similar. I wear them constantly in the winter, and I feel like I'm literally just wearing slippers. I haven't bothered to style my hair. The blow dry did not last because of the weather, so I chucked it in a bun and whatever, it doesn't matter. This evening we have resumed our positions as lazy sloths on the sofa. We were out all day and I feel really bad because today is the last day of Vlogmas and I'm really afraid that I haven't filmed very much. But because it's a Saturday and everyone's like signed off from work, today we had our work Christmas do. We had it at the Old Forge and the food was so good. It was such a delicious meal. We had pizza and dough balls. Oh, I could just eat that every day. And yeah, and we spent time with my family. We went to the brewery and we got back at like 6. And then we had leftovers from yesterday. And then we've just been watching Miracle on 34th Street because I think, well, Alex is quite tired because are you even awake? He is awake, he's pretending. Are you awake? You literally rolled over a second ago. He was drinking today. I was driving, so I think that's why he's tired, because he had some wine at lunch and then a beer, or did he have 1 or 2 at the brewery? But I was gonna do some wrapping this evening, but it's so like windy and cold outside, and I'm watching Miracle on 34th Street and it's really cozy. And I'm like, oh, I'll just do wrapping in the morning because I feel cozy. I don't want to lie here. Miracle on 34th Street, I believe to be one of the best Christmas movies. The way it's shot is so gorgeous. The new one, the 1994 one, I actually haven't seen the original, or if I have done, it was when I was younger. But this was the one that I grew up watching. The way it's shot, the lighting, the costumes, the way that they dress the little girl, just the set design, the story, it's so wholesome, it's so calm. The music, it's just the most beautiful Christmas film. I love it so much. And Alex had never seen it, which is crazy to me. So we're watching that and just really chilling out, to be honest.
Do you want to do some shopping and have dinner?
No, I'm not sure.
Just look at those shoulder pads.
I don't know if I can get Celia tonight.
I'll take care of it. I'll see you at 7 o'clock.
Well, I'm not sure what. Okay, fine, 7. Okay, bye.
9 months. More if the lady's late. Left if the baby's a preemie.
I'm the father.
Ali,
I mean,
you
no
sleeping?
one can give anybody.
Yeah?
If Santa Claus really can make reindeer fly and go up and down
What are you doing?
chimneys and make millions of toys and go right?
You resting?
Oh, it's quite peaceful.
Oh, you're such a little cozy girl. Are you looking for the Christmas? I think you're looking for the Christmas. Yes, you're looking for the Christmas.
How are you, Eddie? What can I do for you? How are you?
How are you, Eddie? What can I do for you?
Call Santa. Oh, Victor. Lambert.
Oh, puppy.
I am just to let go and hang himself. Oh, I see. But you have to promise me one thing.
We are not
Calm
ending
down.
Vlogmas with Roxy humping you. Where's Zeus?
Zeus! Meowing somewhere.
So, I'm fearful that this Vlogmas episode is short and it's the last episode, which I feel bad about. So, oh, Susie, come here so we can finish with everybody. I thought we could answer a couple more questions than usual. Oh, hello.
Come on.
So, where do your family live, Alex? That's one of the questions someone asked.
Sorry.
Here we go. Where's your olive oil container from?
Sorry.
I got it from a shop in Cornwall called Sabsy, and then I just refill it with olive oil. What are our love languages?
What's that?
So, you know what that is.
Oh, sex, yeah.
Alex, I can't
Look, he
leave
did a little
that-
jump.
I can't leave that in. So your love languages are like
Hang on.
gift giving, acts of service, words of affirmation, physical touch, that kind of thing.
Gift giving?
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Basically, how do you like to receive love and how do you like
Oh.
to give love?
Yeah.
For me, it's acts of service and words of affirmation.
I like to give gifts. And you probably know better than me. What do I like to...
I think you like giving gifts, and I think you're an acts of service person
Okay.
because you do a lot
Yeah.
to show. Because sometimes I'll be like, yeah, you'll be like, well, I did this because I thought that would cheer you up.
Yeah. Okay.
No,
Totally incompatible.
that's not bad.
Don't be mean.
Love to know your typical Christmas morning routine. I feel like we did cover our Christmas day with you once before, maybe. So growing up, my typical Christmas morning, and this is so interesting, please leave your Christmas morning or Christmas day routines because I find this so interesting. My typical Christmas was I would wake up really early. We're definitely a family where I would be so excited to get out of bed and have Christmas that I could not sleep, and I even did that as a teenager. And I'd get out of bed really early and I'd usually have the stocking at the end of the bed. We don't do this anymore, obviously, because I'm an adult. But I would go to my parents' bedroom, we'd open our stocking presents and in our pyjamas. Then I don't really remember. I feel like when we were little...
I remember having a Christmas, I say, when we were about 25, and your mum sort of insisted that we all went into their bedroom and opened stockings on their bed.
Yeah, no, when I was in my 20s, we still did that. My sister definitely still wanted to do that. I was not so keen. I was a bit like... I think I was entering the era of minimalism, and I was a bit like, I don't need all these stocking presents. I'd rather just have like a handful under the tree.
I just want a PS4. Come
But
on.
I think my sister's a bit more nostalgic, so she was like, no, we need to keep Christmas the same. So I think when I was little, we would just go straight downstairs and have breakfast and then open presents and then have dinner. But I think as we got older, when we were teenagers, I think that we would go and get ready and then, no, we would have breakfast. I think we'd like have a shower and then go have breakfast and stuff.
A shower on Christmas?
I don't know, like get ready, get dressed, whatever, and then go downstairs and have breakfast, and we'd usually have like whatever we wanted for breakfast, like a Bucks Fizz. Obviously not when you're little, but like, I think when you're younger, you'd have like a Schlur equivalent of a Bucks Fizz. Maybe have like salmon and bagels or crumpets, or I don't even remember what we had, maybe croissants.
I
don't think there was a tradition for us. I think it was just like whatever we fancied, maybe some like berries.
Chocolate.
And then we would open presents. And I don't think, because some people like argue like when they got ready for the day, I think we would open presents and not get ready. And I think we got ready after opening presents. Because I think sometimes I would have like clothes or makeup that I want to put on. But I don't really remember.
Yeah, because... Well, you'd kind of do it in pyjamas, and then if you got anything clothes-wise, I mean, unlikely, but then you'd change into it.
I just feel like when I was a kid, we would do it in our pyjamas, and then when I was a teenager, maybe I would have got dressed because I would have wanted to put makeup on and do my hair for Christmas Day.
Yeah.
But yeah, you do that in the morning, and then we'd, play with the presents we've got or whatever we had for Christmas, and then my mum would cook Christmas dinner. We'd have that like 3 or 4 in the afternoon, and then after Christmas dinner, we'd clear up a bit, and then we would play games all evening. And we weren't really watching TV. It wasn't really allowed on Christmas to watch movies or TV. I think very occasionally we might watch a Christmas film, but it wasn't. I feel like we saved that for Boxing Day. I don't think we ever did. We just play games basically all evening.
I just remember you wake up and you sort of watch what was on TV.
Yeah, what was your Christmas day or Christmas morning?
Kind of like that. You wake up.
But you've told me different though. You said your Christmas day was completely different because you would open stocking presents on your own. You'd wake up late.
I don't think we really did stocking presents. And maybe
Yeah, but you've told me that you would literally like open presents by yourself.
Not quite. Maybe it would be me and my brother. I think I don't trust my memory fully. I just remember like you'd eat some chocolates, you'd have some breakfasty bits. We'd sort of have nibbles throughout the day, and we'd have dinner at more like dinner time. We wouldn't have it when it was light out.
But when did you do the presents? Because some people do it after dinner.
It would change. I think it got later as we got older. It would kind of just be maybe late morning time. And you'd kind of, I guess my personality, I like to spread it throughout the day.
Yeah, that blew my mind.
We've opened some presents now. Let's have some food and, I don't know, someone, go and clean your teeth or go and get changed or watch this on TV and, I don't know.
I remember when you first told me that, I was like, but how could you wait to open your presents? He was like, yeah, we'd open some in the morning, then we'd like maybe go play some games, then we'd open some a little bit later, and then we'd have dinner, and then we'd maybe open some other ones in the evening. And I was like, I was desperate to open all of them, like all the stocking presents in the morning and then all the presents.
Must have been when I was young. We must have been desperate to open all of them.
But that just sums you up because you're very relaxed, and so is your brother. I feel like you're the sort of person who'd want to save it, so I totally see why you did that.
Yeah.
Which is quite sweet, really. Whereas I'm impatient. I'm like, I want to see what presents I've got.
Yeah. I could be misremembering. I remember
that's what you told me when we were younger.
When I was more like a teenager, I wasn't...
You also didn't play as many board games, did you? You're more of like a movie...
No, watch
TV
a movie. We play
games.
We play Categories, that one particular board game.
Yeah.
Maybe we could get like a game of Monopoly going. There wasn't many other games we play.
Whereas we were a family of like playing the games that you get an argument about.
Yeah, also me and my brother would play our Game Boys a lot, so we'd be playing together.
Yeah.
And my mum and dad would be doing something else.
But now,
in the same room. But,
now at this age, because obviously we're older, it's definitely more of like we tend to have Christmas morning by just the two of us because we either host or we go, well, this year we're going to my parents, but obviously like family join, so it's not like you're all in the same house. And I think people tend to like to have Christmas Eve separately. Although, I think we've done it in the past, we've gone for drinks or we've had a takeaway or something together, but generally we wake up on Christmas morning, just the two of us, and we'll have a nice breakfast together, like bagel. Like this year we've got bagels, cream cheese and some vegan salmon. And I'm usually like prepping for Christmas Day. What did she just eat? She just found some food on the floor. Yeah, we'll like I'll like be prepping for Christmas Day or getting everything out, that kind of thing, maybe laying the table. Everyone arrives and then we'll have some breakfast, I guess, or have I think when I've hosted I've had breakfast food for people if they wanted it.
Yeah, we have.
And then we open presents together.
We get those vegan croissant, just roll, like pain au chocolat.
Yeah.
Bits and bobs.
And then we'll open presents together, and then I'll cook the dinner, and then afterwards we play games. So it's pretty similar.
Yeah.
And I think that's probably what we'll do this year. But please tell me your like Christmas traditions and ways of doing the day, because I think it always alternates whether people have their lunch earlier or later and when they open their presents. Like some people do stockings in the morning and then presents after dinner, or some people don't play games but they watch movies, that kind of thing. I think it's really interesting.
I got myself an early Christmas present.
Oh, was that for the train?
Yeah. I think I said about Vlogmas Day 5 I was going to set the train up. And then I didn't. Partly because this hadn't arrived. Because the floor isn't even around the rug. So I got little supports to set it up. That was £6 on eBay.
Very good. So someone asked about the vegan lure pack the other day that you bought. What did you both think of it? So you were saying that your favourite is Naturli. I think that they've just copied Naturli.
Way better than Naturli.
No, Naturli is still better because it's organic and I think it tastes a little bit better.
Naturli on offer was cheaper. And I think they're the same size and it's organic, so I probably wouldn't buy the lure pack again.
But
it was nice.
If lure pack's on offer, I think they've definitely modelled it on Naturli because it tastes like Naturli and it's got the same ingredients sort of, so it's more of
whichever one is on offer in the future we'll buy. How about that?
Yeah.
But I slightly prefer the Nutella.
Someone asked where my jumper is from, the red one. That is an old one from M&S, I think, or from Vinted, I don't remember, but it's years old. Someone asked why you're vegan. Can we quick fire answer that?
Both of us.
I can.
Yeah.
I'm mainly, well, I feel like I went vegan originally kind of as a diet because I was overcoming some of those problems, but since, well, pretty quickly actually, it was pretty immediately for sustainability and ethical reasons, because I just can't, I said it in the comments actually because people were discussing this. They were asking about like eggs and dairy and stuff and why to avoid that, because they understand like the ethics behind not wanting to eat animals, but they couldn't understand like the eggs and the milk kind of side of things. For me, it's an ethical issue in that I can't see currently in 2024
Quickfire.
why or how you can eat animal products ethically, because it's so incredibly difficult to track where your foods come from. I know there are great farmers out there. I have them in my family. I know farmers who are lovely people who look after their animals. That's not what I'm saying. It's more that like factory farming has gone on such a large scale. When you buy any product from the supermarket, you have absolutely no idea where that's come from. And it's more of a kind of political boycott for me, where I'm like, I don't want to engage in that because I can't see how it's functioning ethically in this day and age. And morally as well, I know too much about how animals essentially used for consumption. They're used for our consumption. That's why they're so that's why there's so many animals being farmed on such an insane scale. And then sustainability wise, there is not really a future in which we could continue the trajectory we're on with animal products, because it will eventually get to the point where we'll have to forcibly reduce it because of the issues with the planet, because we just can't sustain this. It's completely unsustainable. The level that we're at, it's going to cause issues. So sustainably, very harmful for the environment. It's not sustainable in terms of like feeding everybody. And at some point people will just have to reduce, because I think that, the demand will just outweigh the production of it.
Good quick fire answer.
Once we face maybe rising temperatures, those kinds of issues. And I'm not just making this up. This is based on like educated. I've gone to lots of like talks and heard a lot of people who are experts in this field talk about this, because I've had the privilege to go to those in my like job and learn a lot from other people who know a lot of information about this. Anyway, what's your answer? Sorry, that was not quick fire at all. Also, bonus, it's pretty good for your health to eat plant-based.
Yeah. Okay, this is like a 3-part answer.
Sorry, that was not quick fire.
Number one, because in all the sci-fi I watch, everyone in the future is vegan. So that makes sense. And number 2, Maddie made me.
No, I didn't. I would not care if
you
Alex...
said you either have to watch Cowspiracy or Dominion or one of them, or go vegan. Earthlings, that was it. I was like, okay.
I definitely did not say that.
You kind of did.
No, I didn't.
You did. You're like, okay, what you're going to have to... Or maybe I said, you're like, oh, can we watch it? We really need to watch it. Please watch it with me. And I was like, no. I put it off. And
but this
like,
is
okay, if I go vegan, can I not watch it?
But this is not true, because you would not stay vegan for this long if you didn't want to be.
Oh yeah, no, that's not the main reason. But that was like the push.
That was me incentivizing him to lure him in. But also, if Alex wasn't vegan, I would still love him just the same, and I would not judge him. That's his decision and his choice, not for me to choose.
I've got some emails that would say otherwise.
It would make it a little bit more difficult in our day-to-day lives, because how would we cook food together?
Also, if like otherwise I'd have to cook more food.
But also, I know Alex's personality type, so like even if he wasn't vegan, he'd still just eat loads of food with me, and you'd probably just not be vegan if we were eating out or if you were making your own meal. I don't see why that would... Because some people ask me that, like, would you still be with Alex or would you be with someone who wasn't vegan? I think if they were the sort of person that we got on with each other, I don't see why that would be a problem. I feel like it's less to do with the vegan thing, more to do with like, are you compatible with that? Because like, if you're compatible with someone, you would just manage each other like that. Like, I would not care if you weren't vegan. I mean, I love it that you are, but I would not judge you if you weren't. Mm-hmm. You'd just adapt.
Okay, that's interesting. Give me something to think about.
I love that you are though. It makes me so happy. It's like lovely to have you, because I don't have anyone really else in my life who's vegan in my family, or like my best friends who I see all the time. Like, we don't really have anyone who's vegan like that. All our vegan friends are more like remote from us. We don't see them very often.
Yes, this is true.
So
Yeah.
it's nice to have a support system. I feel more lonely if I didn't have you. What's the name of the music you use in your intro and throughout the decorating part of your vlog? So I get all my music from Epidemic Sound, so it's like copyright-free music. So I think even if I told you the name of it probably wouldn't come up if you searched it.
I think I've been able to Shazam some Epidemic
Yeah,
Sound
so
stuff.
Shazam it, but like I used to leave it in the description box, but like
Yeah.
I stopped doing it because I was like it's something I forgot to do, but also like most of it isn't accessible because it's music that I pay for the copyright
Maybe
of.
you could put that particular one in the...
Yeah, maybe I'll try and find that particular one.
Yeah.
Does my mum like to cook and bake like you? Yes, she does. She's definitely my inspiration, and she actually works a lot with me creating recipes and recipe developing, and I love that because she's my inspiration for that, and she's not vegan, so it helps offer a different point of view, and she has so much expertise because she is absolutely obsessed with cooking, and she has hundreds and hundreds of recipe cookbooks and watches every single TV show about cooking and chefs and everything, and she's done that her whole life, so she provides me with a wealth of knowledge. There's a question for you, Alex. How do you think your subject at uni has impacted your life, and did you ever use it in real life before YouTube?
It impacted me, I don't know. I liked it at school a lot because it was more the language side of it, and it helped me. I think I was better at modern languages because of it, Latin and Greek. I don't know. I thought I might be a teacher or teacher in some way. I did like extracurricular teaching at school, and sort of quickly discovered that actually I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to teach kids because I'm not very extroverted. It's very difficult to get kids interested in a subject like that. And then university, did I? So I never used it. No, I thought I might.
Neither of us have.
I thought I might use it, like a journalist. I mean, I don't know. Good with languages, good with words, good with writing things. I never really used it. Yeah.
No, we were very we both went to uni because that's what we felt like we should do. But then towards the end of university, we both had quite a difficult time at uni. And so at the end, everyone was applying for fancy jobs, and we were like, I don't really want to do that. And I think we were both similar in that way. Because we both found that quite intimidating, like applying for jobs in London. And we were just like, I don't really want to do that. I just would quite like to go home and figure it out. What's this hair doing?
I did choose a subject because it was like, well, you're good at it, you like it. Go to uni and do it. Don't worry about vocational stuff, because back then university was cheaper. So we had that luxury.
We have other goals for the future though. There's other things that you want to do in the future, and I'd love to do and learn about. We've talked about even doing courses and stuff, or learning new things for the future.
That's true. I'd like to do some DIY courses.
Yeah, you talked about learning carpentry and stuff.
Not that I think I would be that person. I see people. My YouTube is 50% DIY stuff and people making tables, and they have a very cool talent.
Yep.
And that sounds fun. I'd also like to be a billionaire. That would be nice. That's my dream.
Right, last question. What are your plans for 2025?
Whoa! Interrupted me during my I think I'm going to, step 1, do dry January.
Oh.
And then beyond that, probably drink more to make up for it.
We do have one plan which we hopefully can reveal to you in January.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you have to wait and see. That's an exciting plan for the new year that we'll reveal to you then. That's probably the most exciting plan though for 2025.
Yeah.
I think that 2025 is going to be a fantastic year because my dad told me today that there are 6 planets aligning next year. He was like, oh yeah, next year 6, because we were talking about astrology, and then he changed the subject to astronomy because he's very interested in planets and stars. And so he was like, oh, I had read the other day that there are loads of planets who are all going to be in alignment all at the same time, which doesn't happen very often. You'll be able to see it in the sky. Guess what date it is happening? It's happening on my birthday. On my birthday, 6 planets are all aligning in the sky and you can see it. So I actually want for my birthday for everyone to come over, and we're going to have a party. We'll go outside and watch the planets align.
And it'll be cloudy and rainy.
Well, I don't care. We're going to have a planets aligning party, and I think that means that my year is going to be fantastic. Because if all the planets are aligning on my birthday, January 21st, that's got to be a good sign.
That's what they always say. If the planets align on your 33rd birthday, it's a saying, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's got to mean something. and that makes me excited. So I think 2025 is going to be a great year. This year was quite challenging. I think for me 2025 is going to be a year where like I unpick a lot of the things I've been trying to figure out for myself for a long time and overcome some like mental health stuff, and like I can see it like the business side of things like really having like a better balance, and me being able to like pursue some hobbies, and you as well, like, we both talked about that.
Yeah, I want to get into tennis again.
Yeah, like finding the time for us to just enjoy like hobbies and things we enjoy outside of work stuff, and having that nice balance. I feel like we can do that next year.
Yeah.
And
That'd be pretty sweet.
plan a couple holidays in advance. We can look forward to them, because we don't do that enough. The memory card cut out, so we need to shut up. It's my fault, it's not your fault. I'm
Waggle, waggle, waggle.
I'm the chatty one.
But hopefully it's a bumper extra.
I'm sorry that lots
Last
of
Vlogmas.
Vlogmas has become a bit of a Q&A sometimes.
Sometimes it's difficult because you're also editing. You're also trying to do stuff and film every single day. So sometimes it feels like it's peters out a bit.
Let me know your plans. Thank you so much for watching Vlogmas. If you've loved Vlogmas, subscribe, give this video a like, share Vlogmas with people over Christmas to support the channel, and join us again in January. And yeah, thanks for all your comments, lovely messages, shares, that kind of stuff. It's really lovely, and I think this is my favourite Vlogmas yet.
Oh, that's good.
And everyone has requested that they want to see more of you in 2025.
I don't know, I think I'm putting people off.
No, every comment is about you. I fear that it's going to become...
because the other people who aren't commenting have turned off already.
I fear that it's going to become an Alex fan account, because all the comments are about you. Which I love. It's very lovely. Everyone's... I think it's just because you all know me very well, and I think that lots of you are now being invited into now knowing Alex, which is really lovely.
Maybe I should do an OnlyFans then.
They don't want to be invited to know you that well.
I've got a lot of socks I could sell.
Yeah, that's one of our plans for 2025. We are going to start... Alex is going to start an OnlyFans.
You weren't supposed to say. There was supposed to be the big reveal. I haven't finished setting it up.
That's his new career pivot.
I haven't got enough dirty socks to sell.
Someone
yet.
did message and say they did find your voice very sexy, and they said I'm going to be tuning in just to hear Alex's voice or something along those lines.
I find my voice annoying to edit because it's too deep.
So maybe you could have an
I'm too
OnlyFans where you just read like smutty novels.
That would be quite good. Yeah.
You've got a deep voice for that, I think.
Mills and Boon literature, like sexy. You know, like we saw it in the charity shop. The sort of erotic fiction for ladies of a certain age.
His bulging crotch.
Brain.
His bulging member. Isn't that's from a movie where she's trying to like write saucy fiction. This dog has not relaxed the whole time.
It's just a way of saying
I want to go to the toilet.
But you've been to the toilet.
Goodbye from Roxy. Goodbye from Zeus. Can you see him, hopefully?
I don't think you can. Maybe.
Goodbye from me and Alex.
He's curled up now.
We'll see you in the new year, probably with a nice little reset tidy.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, I've got loads of clothes to get rid of.
Yeah, and...
So, yeah.
Thanks for joining us in Vlogmas. I truly need to just stop because obviously I've not been organising my memory cards on Vlogmas enough, because this memory card keeps on cutting out because it's full. So, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
Christmas.
Thanks for tuning in. Love you all, and I'll see you in January, and so will Al. And so will Bobby, who is licking my feet for some reason. I'm not going to show you my feet. Roxy, stop.
You got to pay extra for that. Roxy.